All right, happy Friday, friends. My name is Holly. My pronouns are she, her. Thank you for joining me for a yoga and meditation hybrid class. We're going to do 20 minutes of floor-based yoga and 20 minutes of meditation, relaxation. There's no prior yoga or meditation experience necessary, and all you need is a mat or a carpeted area, right? You don't even need a yoga mat to practice yoga. A carpeted area or a blanket or just a soft space in the grass is great as well. So we're going to start by sitting up nice and tall. You can roll your shoulders forward a few times and backward a few times. Then take a minute to make any movements with your body that feel good to you today. And our movements do not need to mirror each other. In yoga, your body is your choice. And you are also your greatest teacher, right? So if I'm at any point suggesting something or moving my body in a way that does not feel pleasant to you, you are welcome to take a different variation of a posture. You can do something else entirely. You can skip a posture or a breathing exercise and just sit or lie down. This is time that you've carved out for yourself, and I encourage you to make the most of it in a way that feels good to you. The number one rule of yoga is ahimsa, which means do no harm. That's doing no harm to ourselves and also to others. So if at any point you're moving or breathing in a way that feels like it could be harmful, or you feel like you won't feel good the next day after doing it, I encourage you to take a break or do something else. This is your yoga practice. All right, once you've taken a little time to move and breathe, we'll start with a few intentional breaths in and out through the nose. And today we'll begin with square breathing. And the idea is you're going to draw a square with your breath. So you'll inhale for a count of 4, hold the inhale for 4, exhale for 4, hold the exhale for 4. So inhale, pause, exhale, pause for equal amounts of time. And it can help to center your mind on your breath, either by counting to 4 and or by drawing a square in your mind with your breath. You're welcome to close your eyes or do a soft fuzzy gaze just beyond the tip of your nose. You can also focus on an object in your periphery that feels safe or helps you anchor into your body, into your breath, and into the present moment. Sitting up tall, drop your shoulders, relax your face, soften your jaw, and begin. Inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the inhale breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the exhale breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Pause for 4. Keep your shoulders and jaw relaxed. Exhale for 4. Hold the exhale for 4. Keep your shoulders and jaw relaxed. Inhale for 4. Hold 4. Exhale for 4. Pause for 4. We'll do one more minute of square breathing. Again, you can use the count and or draw a square in your mind to center your mind on your breath. Let's do one more full round of square breathing. Whenever you're ready, just return your breath to normal in and out through your nose. Patanjali says that there's 4 nodes of breathing: the inhale, the exhale, and the pause between each. And some people say that there's another node of breathing, which is no breath at all. And through yoga, right, we don't just learn to observe our inhales and our exhales, we learn how to observe the space in between. And as we become better observers of our breath and our body, it's a little bit easier to become better observers of the world around us as well. If your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes and again, roll your shoulders forward and backward a few times. And we'll start just by moving our neck spine, our cervical spine. You can sit in a comfortable seated position, either in Sukhasana, easy pose with one foot in front of the other, or crisscross applesauce, or if it feels better to have your feet in front of you, you can do that as well. You can have your hands on your thighs or on the floor on either side of your hips to stabilize your spine. Sitting up nice and tall, take an inhale, stretch the crown of your head up. Exhale, tilt your right ear towards right shoulder, stretching the left side neck. And it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm moving my head to the left, when in fact I'm moving my head to the right. You are welcome to follow my words or my body movement throughout class, either way. Just know that I will do the right side of postures first, unless I forget, which sometimes happens. Good, as you're ready, bring your head back to center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, tilt your left ear towards left shoulder, stretching the right side neck. Look straight ahead, mouth closed, eyes open, focus forward. Drop your shoulders, lift your chest. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones so you're not tilting to the left. Good, slowly bring your head up to center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, drop your head, chin towards the chest, look down the center line of your body. Notice if you start to lean forward, round forward, or hunch forward. Lift your chest, roll your shoulders back and down your spine, and then let your head hang heavy. So it's just the neck moving at the beginning of class. Good, slowly bring your head back to center, look straight ahead, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look up, lift your nose and chin, look up towards the ceiling, and if it feels good, you might even experiment with dropping your head all the way back and looking for the back wall. Never force your body. Eyes open. Good, slowly, carefully come back to center so your neck is in a neutral position. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale through your nose, look over your right shoulder. So the spine moves in 6 different directions, right, left, backward, forward, and twisting to each side. We will do all of those multiple times in class, even in a 20-minute yoga practice. Good, slowly come back to center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale through your nose, bring your chin over your left shoulder. Look for the wall behind you. Send your gaze back, drop your shoulders down, look back. Good, and slowly, carefully come back to center. Look straight ahead. We'll start to get more of the body involved. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. So for you, that might look like this, or it might look like all the way up, right? Never forcing the body. If it feels good, hands together. Exhale, pull your hands through heart center like you're saying a little prayer. Drop the shoulders and elbows. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Palms together. Exhale, pull hands through heart center. Good. Inhale, arms up. Palms together. Exhale, hands through heart center. And this time, thumbs at sternum, press palms together. Feel your biceps engage. Drop your shoulders. Bring your elbows down towards the floor, sitting up nice and tall. Good, interlace your fingers, push your palms out for a nice knuckle stretch. We have 28 knuckles and we want to stretch all of them. Take a breath here, shoulders down, chest up. Good, and release, float your hands down by your side. Identify left and right. On your next inhale, sweep your left arm long overhead, stretching the left side body. Good. Exhale, come back to center, left hand down. Other side, inhale, reach your right arm up, stretching right side body. Exhale, come back to center, right hand down. Good. Inhale, left arm up. It's a moving meditation. Exhale, back to center, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, come back to center, right hand down. Good. Bend your left knee, kick your right leg out for a nice little inner thigh stretch. You can take a moment here to point your toes and then flex your toes. You're getting a little bit of activation in your ankle and calf. Take your right hand outside of right thigh and reach your left arm long overhead. Option to stay here or take your right forearm to right thigh, coming down a little deeper. Option to stay here or bend your left elbow and pat yourself on the back for practicing yoga today. Good for you. Sometimes my words get mumbled. I was about to say, pat yourself on the back for practicing yoga today. Pat yourself on the back. There we go. If your left elbow is bent, straighten your left elbow. If your right elbow is bent, straighten your right elbow, right hand to floor, slowly come up, left hand down. Other side, kick your left leg out, right leg in. You can point your toes, flex your toes, keep the toes flexed back. Take left hand outside of left thigh and reach your right arm long overhead. Roll your right rib cage back slightly so that your shoulders and ribs stack one on top of the other. Good. Option to stay here or bend your left elbow, bringing forearm to thigh. Never force your body. Option to stay here or bend your right elbow, pat yourself on the back for something else you're proud of this week. Sometimes I'm just proud of myself for getting through the week. That's a good place to start. If your right elbow is bent, straighten your right arm. If your left elbow is bent, put your left hand on the floor, come back up to center, float your right hand down. Keep your left leg kicked out, kick your right leg out, come point your toes, flex your toes, maybe windshield wiper your feet or draw circles clockwise, counterclockwise, working out the ankle joints. And then actively flex your toes back towards your face. Stick your butt out a little bit so that your back is nice and long. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to floor in front of you. Roll your shoulders back and down. You want to fold forward here with a flat back, getting a nice inner thigh stretch as you hinge at your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Shoulders back, chin away from the chest. Good. Press your hands into the floor, come up to center. Take your hands outside of your thighs, bring your feet together. And again, you can windshield wiper your feet. You can point your toes, flex your toes, draw circles clockwise, counterclockwise. And this time, point your toes. There's a little bit of an ankle stretch here. Take an inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Now, depending on your body proportions, you might have your hands outside of your hips, your knees, your calves, or your ankles. If you have a long torso like I do, it's a little bit easier to get your hands towards your feet. If you have long legs, I'm so jealous, your hands might be closer to your hips. Roll your shoulders back and down. Imagine a nice flat back from the side. Good. Press your hands into the floor, come up into a neutral spine position. Relax your feet, and we're going to come into tabletop. Now, if you have tight knees or ankles, you're welcome to roll up your yoga mat here a little bit so that there's extra padding under your knees or any other joint that could use a little extra love. From here, coming into tabletop, you want your wrists under your shoulders, so your hands are about shoulder width distance, and your knees under your hips. So knees are about hip width distance. Spread your fingers wide, root down through your knuckles, palms, and the space between your index finger and thumb so that you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. We'll cat-cow here. Take an inhale, lengthen their spine. Exhale through your nose, pull your abdomen in, drop your head down, round your spine like a cat, meow. So push the floor away from you, draw your navel in towards your middle spine and your middle spine up towards the ceiling. On your next inhale, cow pose, exhale, moo, you're gonna, no, inhale, moo, you're gonna drop your abdomen down, look up towards the ceiling, stick your butt up, roll your shoulders back and down, looking up and back. It's been a day when I mix up the inhale and exhale and cat-cow. Look up and back, roll your shoulders back and down. Okay, exhale into your cat pose, meow, pull your abdomen in, push the floor away from you, drop your head. Think about bringing your hips to your ribs, ribs to hips, belly button to spine. Inhale into your cow pose, squeeze shoulder blades, scapula together, shine your heart space forward, send your gaze up towards the ceiling, lift your tailbone up. Last round, exhale, cat pose, meow. Inhale, cow pose, moo. Exhale, neutral spine position. Twisting the spine, keep your left hand on the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up. Exhale, place right hand down on the floor. Other side, inhale through the nose, reach your left arm up, look up. Slowly exhale through the nose, place your left hand down on the floor. Good, inhale, right arm up, connect to the breath. We're gonna thread the needle, exhale, take your right arm underneath your left arm, right shoulder, right ear to floor. Option to keep your left hand on the floor or reach your left arm up towards the ceiling and then drape it behind you for a half bind. Reach for your right thigh with your left hand. Try to keep your hips over your knees. Beautiful. So nice. If your left hand is straight behind you in a bind, reach it up towards the ceiling. Place your left hand back on the floor under your shoulder. Push your knuckles into the floor. Unthread the needle. Inhale, unthread the needle. Reach your right arm up. Look up. Exhale, right hand down to the floor. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left arm up, look up, getting a nice little shoulder opener and spine twist here. Exhale, thread the needle, take your left arm under your right arm, left ear to floor. Option to keep your right hand on the floor Or reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and then drape it behind you. Reach for your left thigh with your right hand for a bind. Take a breath. Slow inhale. Easy exhale. If your right hand is draped behind you, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Stretch up. Place your right hand on the floor under your shoulder. Push palm down. Unthread the needle. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Look up. Exhale, left hand down to the floor. Good. Open your knees a little wider for a wide-legged child's pose. Bring your big toes together to touch and start to sink your hips back and reach your arms forward. Forehead down towards the floor, hips back towards the heels. We're stretching out through the hips, the lower back, middle back, upper back. Relax your neck muscles. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhale, sink your hips back. Good. Lift your head, look forward, slowly walk your hands in underneath you. Press yourself up to a seated position, stretching out the toes, the ankles, the knees. You can place your hands on your back here and do a little back bend, looking up and back. Or if you'd like, you can even try interlacing your fingers behind you. Push the hands down towards the floor. Squeeze shoulder blades, scapula together as you look up. Good, and then come back into a neutral spine position. Release your hands. If your mat is rolled up, unroll up your mat, however you say that, and then lie on your back for the last little bit of class. So lying on your back, head on the floor, arms and legs on the floor. Take a beat here. Feel your hands, feet, and head on the floor. Inhale, body rise. Exhale, body fall. Bend your knees so that your feet are on the floor. Ankles under knees. Rotate your shoulders so your palms face down. Gently lift your hips and walk your hands underneath your body. So maybe thumbs touch, palms face the floor. Keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, tuck your chin in slightly so that you feel your neck lengthen. Press your heels, toes, palms, and shoulders into the floor. Squeeze your butt and lift your hips up for bridge pose. So lift the hips up towards the ceiling, keep rooting down through the balls of your feet, your heels, your shoulders, your palms. Rather than opening your ribs, try to squeeze and knit your ribs together. Again, chin slightly to chest. Good, lower your hips down. Keep your left foot on the floor, figure 4. Bend your right leg, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Option to keep your left foot on the floor or lift it up, hugging your thighs in towards your abdomen. You can keep your hands on the floor. You can grab the outsides of your legs, or if you'd like, you can take your right hand in between your legs, left hand outside of left thigh, and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Pull down, try to keep 2 shoulders, 2 hips, and your head on the floor. It's a nice hip opener and a good side seat stretch. Also good if you've ever experienced sciatic nerve pain, sciatica, right? This posture stretches out the lower back and stretches through the sciatic nerve that runs from the lower back all the way into the foot. It's our longest nerve, and it's also really thick. The sciatic nerve is like as thick as your thumb, which is pretty cool. And we're stretching that out here. If you have a grip on your legs, release that grip, slowly return your left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor. Other side, cross your left ankle over right thigh. Keep your right foot on the floor if you'd like, or lift your right foot off the floor, hugging your thighs in towards your abdomen. And again, you can keep your hands on the floor or grab the outsides of your legs or interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. 2 shoulders, 2 hips, head on the floor. You might notice that the side feels different from the other side, right? It does for me. We're not symmetrical. A byproduct of yoga is often that we even out a little bit, but the goal of yoga is not symmetry. The goal of yoga is like self-realization, community care, right? Taking care of yourself, taking care of others. But sometimes as a byproduct, our hips, for example, do even out a little bit. Okay, release any grip you have from the backs of your legs. Bring your right foot to the floor, left foot to the floor. Now lift both feet off the floor, flex your toes back for happy baby, bend your knees. A couple options here. You can keep your hands on the floor. You can grab the backs of your thighs or knees, or if you'd like, you can grab the outsides of your feet with your hands. So I like to have elbows inside my knees and then I catch my feet from the outside. And from here, you can rock right and left. It's a great way to roll out your back, especially at the end of the week. It's also a little whimsical, right? It's called Happy Baby because if you've ever hung out with a baby, they often like to do this, which is fun. As you roll to the right, you might try straightening out your right leg a bit to stretch the inner thigh. And then as you come back to center, bend the right knee. Other side, as you roll to the left, you might try straightening your left leg. And then as you roll to center, bend your left knee. So you're rocking right and left, rolling out the back, stretching out the hips and knees. Good. As you're ready, come to stop in the center. Take a breath here with your shoulders and hips down, drawing the knees down towards the floor. Again, never forcing the body. Gentle stretch goes a long way. If you have a grip on your feet, release that grip. Place your hands outside of your knees and bring your knees, feet together, heels towards your butt. From here, take your arms out to the side. You can have your arms straight, perpendicular to your body in a big expansive gesture. You can also bend your elbows, cactusing them like goalposts. And as you're ready, we're going to roll to the left so that right hip stacks on top of left hip. Bring your right shoulder down towards the floor. Even if it doesn't quite touch, that's okay. Think about bringing the right shoulder down so the chest is open. Option to have the back of your head on the floor, or look over your right shoulder, bringing your right ear down towards the floor. So great spine twist. It's also a nice like twist for the abdomen, good for digestion, especially, we're officially in summer, we're in a seasonal transition. Spine twists, abdominal wall twists, good for helping your stomach through seasonal transitions. If you're looking to the right, roll your head back to center, slowly roll your right hip to the floor, other side, roll to the right. So your left hip stacks on top of your right hip, left shoulder down towards the floor. You can keep the back of your head on the floor or look over your left shoulder, bringing left ear to floor. Take a breath here. If you're looking over your left shoulder, gently roll your head back to center, roll your left hip back to center. Take a moment here, squeeze your knees and feet together, lift your head off the floor, tuck your chin into your chest, give yourself a big hug, get as compact as possible, squeeze tight. Take an inhale, tense up every muscle in your body. You can even make a funny face. When you're ready, open your mouth, exhale, release that grip, lower your arms and legs down, final Savasana. You can close your eyes, open your arms and legs, take up as much or as little space as you'd like. Take a nice, easy breath in through your nose, body rise. Out through your nose, body fall. Breathe in and empty out. We're now going to slowly transition into our meditation part of class. Meditation is actually a limb of yoga, the same way that like pranayama, breathing, and asana postures are limbs of yoga. Meditation is a limb. So even though I call it a yoga and meditation class, it's really just like a yoga class that has breath, body work, and meditation built into it. For the meditation, you are welcome to continue to lie on your back, or you can roll off to one side and carefully press yourself into a seated position or any other way that feels good for you to meditate if you have a certain way that you like to do that. Great. Meditation is a wonderful way to sit with your feelings and to sit with your thoughts without judgment. It's a great way to kind of like process the day in a safe space. And it's also sometimes used for compassionate mind control. So, if and when you notice that your mind is wandering, or if, for example, you notice that your mind keeps looping back to the same unhelpful thought, meditation is a wonderful opportunity to practice kind of clearing the mind. Or again, if you notice that you're looping with a certain thought or feeling or judgment, it's a space to observe that and maybe practice letting that judgment, emotion, or feeling pass. I'm now going to light a candle as an opportunity or a reminder that we are entering into a more intentional space, being intentional with our thoughts, intentional with our breath, and intentional with our body movement. Often when our mind wanders, Our body wanders as well. If from time to time in class you need to move or adjust, that's welcome. And if you notice that you're constantly moving, right, yoga and meditation can also be an opportunity to maybe still the body and still the mind. Or just to accept that, some of us are a little fidgety and that's okay too. It was recently reframed for me, particularly in the vein of meditation, that depending on, if you're not neurotypical, that, maybe moving around is just a natural part of meditation or yoga, and that's okay. And this is a space where we can accept that, some folks need to move around or have trouble sitting still, and that's fine too. You can close your eyes. If closing your eyes doesn't feel good for you, you can do a soft fuzzy gaze beyond the tip of your nose. Or you can pick a particular object in your periphery that feels safe or helps you anchor to the present moment, to your breath, to your body. You can focus on that as well. Take an inhale, feel your body rise. And exhale, feel your body fall. And for many of us, this might be the first time today where we're really given permission to be intentionally still. So much of our day is spent running around from task to task or place to place or person to person. Meditation is a gift that you're giving yourself of letting that go, that need to rush or run around. And instead, you're just giving yourself permission to be in your breath, be in your body, maybe be in a little bit of stillness too, a little bit of silence. Sometimes as we enter into a more meditative state, especially if we've been running around all day, it can almost feel jarring, and the brain might start to set off some alarms as far as like, why are we being still? This doesn't feel familiar. So if at any point you start to feel unsafe during your meditation, some techniques that I use are either, again, focusing on an object in my periphery that makes me feel safe or that helps anchor me into my breath and my body, or simply telling, your brain, like, it's okay, I'm safe. Thank you for trying to protect me, but I know that I'm okay. We'll take a minute here just to be still and breathe and sit in companionable silence together. Now pause to reflect on what came up for you in that minute. Some common things that might come up in meditation are boredom or uncertainty if you're doing it right, deep relaxation, maybe a little bit of anxiety or panic. Sometimes, again, when we're intentionally still and quiet, we start to notice like, wow, my mind really keeps looping back to that one thing that happened earlier today. Or sometimes we're just in a space where we might even fall asleep or feel a little bit more relaxed. And I share all these to say that everything from the profound to the bored to the anxious to the, giggly, these are all normal responses to meditation and to entering into stillness and breath. So there's no judgment. There's no such thing as a good meditator or a bad meditator. There are simply people who meditate and people who do not. So for the sake of today, you're meditating. We'll take another minute in intentional stillness and silence. Whatever you feel is normal. Whatever you're thinking is perfectly valid. Meditation offers us a space to be a compassionate observer. So if, for example, we notice, I really can't stop thinking about that thing that happened at work, rather than being hard on ourselves for fixating, we're just compassionately observing that. And then maybe slowly over time practicing letting that go. But there's no judgment involved in whatever comes up or doesn't come up. Breathing in and breathing out. This is a loving kindness meditation where we will send loving kindness to different people in our life. First, bring to mind someone that it is easy to love. Could be a family member or friend, a partner. Holding this person in your heart, silently repeat to them, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace. Loving kindness meditation is one of the more common meditations practiced. Take a moment to reflect that it's very possible that at some point, someone doing this meditation or a similar prayer has held you in their heart as this beloved person. Holding your dear one in your heart for a moment longer, breathing in. And as you exhale, let them go. Now bring to mind a neutral person in your life. It's someone that, you might be able to picture their face, or maybe you know their name, but you don't know them intimately, like perhaps a neighbor that you cross paths with in the hall, or, a grocery store worker that you see every week. Holding this neutral person in your heart and in your mind. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. And take a moment to acknowledge it's possible that you have been this neutral person for someone else in their own meditation or prayer. Holding this neutral person in your mind's eye and your heart for a moment longer. Inhale. Exhale, let them go. In a certain sect of Buddhism, there's a very particular loving kindness meditation that also calls to mind a specific person in your mind who is perhaps a mentor or teacher who's no longer your mentor or teacher. So someone who helped you on your journey, but you've now, either fallen out of touch or, you're just at a different stage in your life. But someone who at some point in your life, although not now, right, was very helpful to you or taught you something. So holding this former mentor or teacher in your heart, in your mind's eye. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. Now taking a moment to acknowledge that at some point you've likely been this teacher or mentor to someone else, especially knowing each of you in this particular Zoom room. I know that to be true. And that it's very possible that a former mentee or student of yours has done the same meditation, sending you that same love. Holding your mentor or teacher in your mind and your heart for a moment longer, thanking them for all that they've taught you. Inhale. And exhale, let them go. Next, bring to your mind's eye someone that is difficult to love. It could be someone that you've always struggled with, or maybe someone that you just happen to have a complicated relationship with in this season of your life. Holding this person in your heart, in your mind's eye. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. You might notice any attachments, feelings, or thoughts that come up. It can perhaps be difficult to wish well of someone when you struggle with their presence. This is a beautiful meditation, both on loving kindness and of non-attachment. Take a moment also to acknowledge that it is very possible, in fact, likely, certainly likely, that at some point we have been this difficult person for someone else in our life. And that's okay. And it's also possible that we have been the beneficiary of that loving kindness meditation, even from someone who might be struggling with us. Holding this person in your heart and your mind's eye for a moment longer, even if it is difficult to love them. Breathing in. Exhale, let them go. Now bring your mind's eye to your community, maybe even to our greater world, all people around the world. Buddha says that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. There's certainly much suffering in this world, but I know for certain that there's also a lot of love and a lot of kindness. So holding your greater community and all people in your heart and your mind's eye. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. Now consider that, especially given how prevalent this meditation is, you, just as a member of a community or of a global community, are having these well wishes sent to you every day from people around the world who practice this loving kindness meditation. Holding our greater community in your mind and in your heart, inhale. Exhale, let them go. Now, perhaps the most difficult loving kindness meditation, for some of us at least. Turn your love, your kindness inward towards yourself. Notice any resistance. Don't judge it. Just accept and be okay. Accepting love and kindness, if only for a moment, only practicing. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. Inhale, feel your body rise. Exhale, feel your body fall. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you, dear friend, be at peace. You can stay in your meditative state for as long as you'd like. Maybe even take a nap if that feels good. Otherwise, I'll count us down from 3, at which point you're welcome to open your eyes or make any other movements that tell your body that you're shifting gears. Inhale. Let it go for 3, 2, 1. I light the candle as a symbolic gesture that we're entering into an intentional space, and I now blow out this candle and watch the very real smoke clear the air as a reminder that when we take time to sit with ourselves and breathe, we literally change our relationship to the space around us, the same way that this smoke is changing its relationship, my relationship to the space around us. Thank you for joining, friends. Happy Friday. It's always a joy to be here with you. Hope to see you soon.